Welcome back to Destructive News, everyone. News, no matter how destructive. And what we have on the screen here is gang member and rapper known as FBG Cash. He was ended the other day. He died at Christ Medical Center in Oaklawn, Illinois, aka Southside Chirac, according to police, after being shot in the 1600 block of West 81st Street. Rapper FBG Cash killed, woman seriously wounded when two gunmen jumped from a Cadillac and opened fire on the south side. Let's dig in. A rapper from the south side was killed and a woman with him was seriously wounded Friday after two gunmen got out of a black Cadillac and fired nearly 24 rounds at him. This was a gang hit. I know they like to talk about rapper this, rapper that, but these people, this person is a gang member through and through. You can make whatever excuse you want to. You can say he changed his life. Clearly, he did not. So, why am I doing this story? I want to talk to you about crime, the criminal element, in the way that crime life, gang life is intertwined into the mainstream in the media itself. Your children might even be listening to the music produced by these people right now in their rooms. Right now, wherever they are, this music is probably in their iTunes library on their iPhones, and you don't even know it. Let's take a look. Tristan Hamilton, a 31-year-old rapper who performed under the name FBG Cash, was hit at least 13 times and was pronounced dead at the Christ Medical Center in Oaklawn, according to police. A 29-year-old woman was shot in the left arm and upper back and was taken in serious condition to Christ. Hamilton had been driving around about 5:30 a.m. with the woman asleep in the car when the Cadillac cut him off on the 1600 block of West 81st Street. The two people got out and began shooting. So this was a hit. They boxed him in, hopped out the whip, two points of contact, began firing. When officers first arrived, they found 23 shell casings at the scene, including 14 from a rifle. The report said sources initially reported Hamilton grabbed a handgun and returned fire, but police reports indicate he ran from the shooters before eventually falling to the ground. Both gunmen fled in a black Cadillac. So there were stories about, oh, he went out like a G, he returned fire, but sources initially report said that the sources initially reported, but then the police reports indicate that he ran from the shooters before eventually falling to the ground. So he got chased down. It doesn't look like he returned fire, is what they're trying to say. Both gunmen fled in a black Cadillac. No one was in custody, of course, because they don't want to fight these people. So you've got people that are opening fire 5:30 in the morning. This ain't like dark times. The sun's probably coming up or getting ready to come up. They're in the streets, full contact war. Of course, the police don't want to get involved with that. They don't want to die. So that right there tells you the police are not the answer in a war. They're not here for that. They're not trained for that. So of course, they're not going to be useful. They're not going to be able to police this type of activity. It's war. Hamilton was part of a group of rappers known as the Flyboy Gangs. This is a lie. Flyboy Gang is literally a gang. It is a gang of GDs from 61st Street, 61st and St. Lawrence. They are a set of gangster disciples from the South Side Chicago. It's not a rap group. Nearly 2 years ago, another member of the group, FBG Duck, was killed in broad daylight on the Gold Coast by 4 masked shooters who left behind 38 bullet casings. These are gangs. This is a gang war. The Gold Coast is a ritzy area where there's Gucci stores and Louis Vuitton and Hermes, things of that nature. Regular people, white people, working people are in this area. Celebrities are in this area. That's where they go to shop and eat and assume safety. But these gangs have another way of life. In a YouTube video, Cash denied any involvement, insisting it was a crazy internet rumor. Hamilton had served prison time on gun charges several years ago and had been arrested again last year after police said they found a gun after stopping Hamilton for driving erratically. He was charged with being an armed habitual criminal, aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, and felony possession of a weapon. The case was dismissed last fall. So they got the guy dead to freaking rights with a firearm in Chicago, where firearms are banned and restricted from you and I. I can't go to Chicago, a working person, stay there in the dangerous communities and dangerous environment that the city provides us. I can't have a gun. It's illegal. I would be a felon. But when you are caught with a gun and you are a registered, documented, well-known gang member in Chicago, your case gets dismissed. Yet another case involving illegal firearms possessed illegally by a documented and well-known habitual criminal, and the charges get dropped. The charges are dismissed. But the mayor of this same city goes on grandstanding on television, demanding Congress pass laws banning and making it illegal for you and myself to own firearms. Isn't this weird to you? To me, I see it, and people may call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think this is all a big setup, a giant setup designed for the city to use gangs and criminals to keep the normal everyday person held down in fear and unable to defend themselves from not only the gangs, but also the city and their police. But that's just me. And of course, they talk about this guy tatted up all over, neck tattoos, face tattoos, flyboy gang tattoos all over the place. He gets to be known as a musical artist, a rapper, when in reality, he is a habitual, dangerous, violent criminal who, when arrested, when caught dead to rights, gets his charges dismissed. Well, his lifestyle, his way of life has caught up with him. He was gunned down. A woman was also put in critical that was with him. I'm sure that's his side piece, his baby mama, something along those lines. He is now dead. The world is free from his tyranny until the next generation pops up. But I also, again, want to cover these stories not to get involved in rap and gang culture in Chicago, but to highlight, again, the people that they never talk about in these stories. The average, everyday citizen, the people that live in that community, a person that may get up at that hour in the day to go walk their dog, to go on a jog, to start work. Working people get caught up in this nonsense, become collateral damage. People live in these communities. Their homes are here. Their children are here. They have to live with this day in, day out. And all we get on TV are cries from Beetlejuice, the mayor, for Congress to pass gun laws, because that's going to end all of this. when they catch them dead to rights with the firearms they say need to be outlawed for you and I, they drop the charges. And I'm going to show you how they do this time and time again while putting on a lie to further restrict us. Flyboy Gang, a rap group. Flyboy Gang is not a rap group. Watch them try to backflip, jump, somersault through their own definitions. This is Hip Hop Database on fandom.com. Flyboy Gang, a rap group. FBG, Flyboy Gang, is a rap group in Chicago. A famous member of the rap group named FBG Duck blew the group up with the song Slide. I disagree with that. Flyboy Gang became really popular because a 16-year-old was murdered while riding his bike. That's how Flyboy Gang became popular. Chief Keef was implemented as well. He's GBE, or a Black Disciple himself, 300 set. Flyboy Gang are rivals with the well-known gang Black Disciples. So a rap group, it has a rival that's a gang known as the BDs, or Black Disciples. FBG Duck was shot and killed on August 4th, 2020 in the Gold Coast of Chicago while shopping at 26 years old. On October 1st, 2021, multiple O Block members, GBE O Block, 600, same block, right? AKA Steve Drive, AKA Normal, AKA Lamron, has all kinds of name. O Block, which is connected to GBE 300, they're the 600 block. Ties with Chief Keef, Little Durk, who your kids probably listen to. Go check their iPods right now. Look through the music. I bet Little Durk music is in it. I promise you Little Durk music is in it. Was arrested in connection to the murder of Weekly, including C Murda, DQ, and Moo Wop, an associate of the late rapper King Von and Little Durk. King Von, another gang member in this set, the O Block. GBE 300 600, OTF, Only the Family. He's dead. He got killed. I bet your kids have his music in their iTunes libraries. I bet your kids have Little Durk's music in their libraries. I bet you they do. This has been another one. Destructive News Network. We are documenting and reporting on news no matter how destructive. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button to learn more. We're going to continue to cover this type of stuff to connect the dots, the great lie of the media and the great lie being pushed on us by our city leaders. Thank you again. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.